Happening now, jurors in Glynn County are considering video from inside a Chick-fil-A. It shows the last images of Cooper Harris alive. The toddler died after his father left him inside a hot car in 2014. In his murder trial today, 2 people testified about the smell inside Ross Harris's car. Channel 2's Ross Cabot is live in Glynn County with how defense lawyers are trying to attack potentially damaging evidence here. Ross?
Javita, as we told you last hour, certainly the most compelling bit of evidence will be that video of Ross Harris holding his son Cooper the morning Cooper died. But there were also a lot of talk today about the odor inside his SUV. Prosecutors wondering how Ross Harris could drive for hours, or for miles rather, with his dead son sitting in the SUV beside him. 2 officers admitted they smelled an odor in the SUV, but didn't report that until a year later.
If you lock your child inside your car and your child dies from that, absolutely, it's a criminal case.
James Farrell was a Cobb lieutenant the day Cooper Harris was found dead in the Cumberland parking lot. He says he ordered officers to treat the parking lot as a crime scene. Many wondered how Ross Harris could drive miles from his workplace with the deceased son just inches behind him. Farrell says when he looked inside Harris's SUV, the odor was unmistakable. It
smelled like a sweat in the diaper, and then also really had that really unusual odor that I can only associate is with something that's dead and with death.
A crime scene tech later testified he smelled an odor in the car. He showed jurors Cooper's car seat and said he measured it only 3.5 inches from the front driver's seat. Earlier, jurors saw video of Ross Harris and his son inside the Vinings Chick-fil-A the morning Cooper died. The manager greeted Harris and waved at his son and later admitted Ross looked like a good dad.
He seemed to love his child.
Harris's defense team attacked a paramedic who claimed Harris was unemotional after his son's death, saying he never wrote that in a report. And the officer who mentioned that odor never wrote about it until a year later.
As you've indicated, you just got busy and distracted and failed to do a report.
I did. I actually, there's no excuse. I just failed to write that report in a timely manner.
And within the last 40 minutes, a crime scene tech who also claimed to have smelled an odor in the SUV also admitted he didn't put pen to paper on that until a year later as well, after discussing it with detectives. We thought we'd have a short workday today because of a lack of witnesses, but testimony is going into overtime. We are live outside the courthouse. Ross Cabot, Channel 2 Action News.